Hello dear students, again I welcome you in the solve paper series for physical education, and we have already completed the 40 questions along with the 4 classes, and this is the last class of solve paper series in which we will cover the question 41 to 50. Okay, so already the question 1 to 30 has been covered, and this class will cover question number 41 to 50. Good. And on the completion of this class or the end of this series, I will ask some questions or I will remain some questions left without giving the answers. So I would like to track that how you think or what is your ideology to solve the questions related with. Good, very nice. So we will start with the question number first. The question number first is that Sigmund Freud is known to be the father of. Sigmund Freud is known to be the father of theory of motivation, theory of psychoanalysis, theory of connectionalism, and theory of parallelism. Very nice. So before giving the answer, we will try to know the various theories. Okay, after that we will go to give the final answer. Very nice. So theory of motivation, basically the theory of motivations are of two types, right? They are two type theories, and they are divided into two types. They are content theories and another one is process theories. And what do you understand by content theory? Content theories are basically they focus on the content delivered, right? For example, we are giving some reward or awards, so they are content based. On the second thing, that the theory of motivation are process theory. They focus on the process. They don't too much things about the award and reward of the content. Instead of that, they focus on the process. Like this, we play the cricket with the bat and ball, right? But instead of that, we can design the process or another game like leg football. Okay, sorry, leg cricket. So instead of using cricket ball and bat, we do use the football to play the like cricket, right? So after changing the process, there are lots of curious people to join this game because it is a little bit different from that, and they are much more enthusiastically played by the people because this is the new one for them. Okay, so content-based theories of motivation are Maslow hierarchy of need, right? Herzberg two-factor theory, MC Klein's three needs theory, MC Gross theory X and theory Y, Alderford ERG theory and Mayo's motivation theory, right? तो ये सारी theories जो हैं वो क्या हैं? Content theories है, and if we will move forward the process theories, their process theories are Adams equity theory, Bloom's expectancy theory, Tyler's motivation theory, Bandura's self-efficiency theory, Skinner's reinforcement theory. Skinner's reinforcement theory is also very important. So go through the Google, or I will provide you some notes. Through that, you can go to detail on this theory, Bandura and Skinner, because in most of examination you will see the questions from this domain, right? The last one is the Loki's goal setting theory. So you need to focus all these theories. It's your essential that you should know about at least something about these theories so that you could get the answer of it. Okay, right. Next is psychoanalysis theory. Okay, let's have a look on it. Psychoanalysis theory is defined as the set of psychological theories and therapeutic techniques that have their origin in the work and the theories of Sigmund Freud. Right? The core of the analysis is the belief of the people and all the processes, unconscious thoughts, feelings, desires, and memories. So three are basic things need to consider in psychoanalysis theory. That is, ideas means how we can say that these are ideas means I want this one, right? And another part of this one is superego, right? Is this not the way to get it, right? And final thing is that ego. Let's work on it. Okay. So on three these kind of the question, I want this. This is not the way to get it. and let's work on it. Okay, these are the major part of it. Next, we will go for the connectionalism theory. It's based on the principle of the active learning, and it is the result of the work and the American psychologist Edward Thorndike is a very famous scientist. Okay, he also given through the law of learning achieved when individual is able to perform associations between a particular stimulus and the response, right? So finally we will go for the parallelism theory, right? So parallelism theory is really important for the modern students and the philosophy of the mind. Psychoanalysis parallelism is the theory that mental and the body events perfectly coordinated. In simple words, if I want to say, is the theory it more emphasized on the on the connection between the mind and activities like constructivism as well as the learning by doing process, right? So as such, it is the affirmed and the correlation of the mental and the body event, but denied as the direct cause-effect relation with the mind to the body, right? In the philosophy of the mind, parallelism is Dulles' theory of the mind-body interaction with the maintained to the mental and the physical events run on the parallel course of existence but do not usually interact with each other. Means that these kind of theories they are also just like a stimulus response, right? They are first we are receiving the stimulus, then we are doing the response, right? But in other case, how what we will do, we'll do the things simultaneously. We are getting the taking the decision and we are acting on it, right? Good, very nice. Now so in the end I think you will be able to give the answers. So वो आंसर क्या होगा, आंसर इसका क्या हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा साइको एनालिसिस, राइट? बहुत अच्छे, बहुत अच्छे, गुड, very nice, very nice. So let's have a look on next question. Okay, so I think you have an idea about the theory of motivation, idea about the psychoanalysis, and idea about the connectionalism and parallelism as well. Now we will move on next question. Okay, the next question is number of bones in cranium is, cranium में कितनी bones होती हैं, right? 4, 6, 8 and 10. Okay, so basically this cranium is just related to the facial bones, right? Cranium is a kind of suture, okay, that is available into the facial side. In the face, generally on the face, and if we talk about the total skull, right? In the cranium bones, they are 8 in numbers. That is just related to your skull, right? Why we call it cranium? Cranium just related kind of the suture is available in a skull, so we called it them cranium bones, right? Good. They are 8 in numbers, and there are 14 bones on the face. If the question is asking like that, how much bones are there on the face? That time you will give the answer 14, right? If in the gross term, if they ask the total bones into the head side, right? So 8 on the face, 8 on the cranium, and 14 on the face, and total bone will be 22, right? Now we will move on next question. That is ball and socket type of the joints. Good. Ball and socket type of joints. I think you have much aware about the type of the joint. They are fixed joint, uniaxial, biaxial, and triaxial. There are some another name of this one: amphiarthrosis, gombriarthrosis, and synarthrosis, right? So if the question is asking about the another name of these kind of the joints, you can give easily the answer of it, right? So now we will move on this type of synovial joints. ठीक है, इन joints को थोड़ा हम देख लेते हैं. Basically अगर आपको क्वेश्चन में इसमें बाईएक्सियल, यूनिएक्सियल, ट्राइएक्सियल इसमें से अगर नहीं देखें, if you are giving in the answer synovial joints, that time the answer will be the synovial, because the synovial joints are of 3 types: uniaxial, biaxial, and triaxial. Basically, the synovial joints are joints of movement, right? Or you can say that the freely movable kind of the joints, right? The uniaxial joint, it means that in the joints, two bones can move on a single axis, right? Kind of the hinge joint, pivot joint, and bicondylar joint, right? And the biaxial joints basically are of kind of a joint in which the movement will take place into the two directions, x or bidirection like that. Ellipsoidal or condyloidal joints, saddle joint, and saddle, where the saddle joint is located in the thumb of the hand, right? And triaxial or the multi-axial joints means if the joint movement possibility is available more than two axes, then this kind of a joint we call triaxial or multi-axial joints. The plane are gliding joints, right? Ball and socket joint. Ball and socket kind of the joints just like as on a shoulder joint or hip joint like this, right? So what will be the answer? Answer will be triaxial joint, right? Now we'll move on. Next question. During exercise, the cardiac minute volume average man may rise from 4 liter to. This is a kind of a factual question. You need to remember it that for the minute volume is 4 liter to 15 liter. So answer will be the B. Now let's have a look on it that what the minute volume is. It is the amount of the blood pumped out by the ventricle per minute. Now is the question for you. Give me in the comments box that why we consider the ventricles and what the ventricles are, right? So minute volume have their own formula, that is minute volume is equal to stroke volume multiplied by the heart rate. The normal value is 5 liter per ventricle per minute, right? So next I'll give you two formulas. The formula is usually asked into the question, or they will ask to the question on it. So cardiac output and cardiac index, right? Cardiac output according to Fick equation, VO2 divided by C suffix A minus C suffix T. So here index are like this. CO suppose for cardiac output, VO2 means oxygen consumption, ml per minute, Ca oxygen content of arterial blood, ml per liter, Cv oxygen content of venous blood, ml per liter, Ci cardiac index liter per minute multiplied by m square, minute square, right? B as a body surface area. Okay, if you are receiving the question from this area, do the question like this. Now we will little bit fact about the cardiac output. Stroke volume, amount of the blood pumped by each ventricle per minute. They are from 70 to 75 ml. Okay, if the question is asking what is the normal range of stroke volume, you will answer from 70 to 75 ml, right? Minute volume is about amount of blood pumped each ventricle in 1 minute. Okay, so stroke volume multiplied by heart rate is equal to 70 multiplied by 72, it will be the 5 liter per minute, right? So from here you will get, so from here in this formula, with the help of this formula, which formula we have in, which formula we have, right? In the previous slide we were talking about that formula, stroke volume multiplied by heart rate and then 70, because 70 to 75 is given over here. So 70 multiplied then it will be the 5 liter per minute. Now we'll talk about the cardiac index, right? So cardiac index, amount of the blood pump out ventricles per minute per square meter, right? Per minute per square meter of the body surface, right? Now so it will be 2.8 to 3 ml per 3 liter per minute squares of the surface area of the body. So surface area of the normal adult will be, so normal value for cardiac index will be how much? 1.734 meter square, right? Why we are writing it meter square? Because the area is two-dimensional unit and we have to write it down into the form of meter square, right? What about the next question? Increase the muscle mass due to the heavy weight training. Okay, muscular hypertrophy मस्कुलर एट्रोफी एंड हेमाटोमा, राइट। सो हम इसके बारे में थोड़ा थोड़ा सा जानेंगे कि मसल हाइपोट्रोफी क्या है, मसल एट्रोफी क्या है, मसल हाइपोट्रोफी क्या है, हेमाटोमा क्या है, and give the answer. What is the right answer is that? Right answer is muscle hypertrophy. Now we will get to know what the reality is about the whole question. Hypertrophy just related to the reduction in the volume of skeletal muscles, right? If we talk about the hypotrophy, and means word hypo is always related to letting down something, okay, and means growth is just equal to hyper, right? So hypertrophy is increase to the growth of the muscle cells. Hypertrophy refers to increase the muscle size achieved through the exercise when you work out. If you want to tone or improve the muscle definition, lifting weight and most common way increase hypertrophy. In the term muscle atrophy refers to the loss of muscle, right? So you need to focus here. If we will talk about muscle hypertrophy, means reduction in volume, right? Muscle hypertrophy means increase in growth of muscle cells, good. And the muscle atrophy means loss of muscle tissues, okay. Please be focused on it. If you will not be careful about it, definitely you will not give it to good answer. So atrophied muscles, what is the reason behind it? So appear very smaller, lack of physical activity due to the injury, illness, poor nutrition, genetics, certain medical conditions can all contribute to the muscle atrophy. And muscle atrophy can occur after long period of inactivity too, right? What is the hematoma? Hematoma is also in plate hematoma, like blood suffusion. If the blood is flowing out from some capillaries, or we can say that through internal injuries, like a sudden hit a particular part of your body, there the clotting of blood will be start on that area, that is called hematoma. So what will be the right answer? Right answer will be muscle hypertrophy, because we are talking about increase in muscle mass, okay. Very nice. And next question 46, the research source of protein is, this is a very simple question, so here is the answer, because we are reading these questions from our junior classes. Good. Who is the among us of the following are found to be the most agile? So this question is just nothing, just it's all about the agile. You need to understand the meaning of agile. Agile means having the ability to do the quick and fast response, okay, and the fast response and giving the answers. High jumper, athlete, gymnastics, swimmers, and divers. Then the very quick movement have only gymnasts. So gymnast will be the right answer for this. And 48th question, which of the following systems of the body is the focal point of the movement? Circulatory system, nervous system, respiratory system, and muscular system. The answer will be the muscular system, because we are talking about the body movement, and body movement is directly related to the anatomy and the physiology. And anatomy and the physiology both are considered to be the part of muscular system, right? Good, very nice. And this is the 49th question. I will not provide you the answer. I will give you some explanation on the stance of that. You have to give your own answer. I will check with it that if you will give the right answer, then it's okay. If you having the problem or trouble to solve this, I will definitely give you the right answer of it. Okay. In the completion of this class, I will wait for your nice comments on this question in the comment box or into a telegram group, right? So which of the following are considered as the social inheritance of the man? Tradition, habit, conditional reflexes, religion, practices. So be careful, this is a little bit tricky, okay? Social inheritance, what is the social inheritance? Is related to the set of the belief, prejudice that you thought as you grow up by your parents, schools, and wider society, that explains to your growing brain how the works really works. It's all about the world, that how the world interact with the people and how the people do in interaction with it, and what is the reality to its propagation. Good. And you have to give the answer, because I have already hired the answer for it. you are supposed to be the person to give the answer of it. Okay. And go to the next question, which of the following concept reflects to the true nature of the modern physical education? Because the physical education is kind of the dynamic thing, right? So its aim and what about the needs and the application? Because of various kind of the needs are generating in this world. So need according, it is a dynamic subject. So its aim is a little bit shifting from the previous one. So modern nature, in context of modern nature, you have to give your answer: physical training, science of movement, movement of education, or athleticism, right? So what will be the right answer? You have to give it. And one more question I am giving to you, that is the literal meaning of word philosophy is. Question, your answers are love of criticism, love of wisdom, love of knowledge, love of God. You have to give the answer. So thank you very much for today class. Okay. And what the thing is that after completion of this series, because this was the last lecture on this series, we were doing the 50 question series. So today all the question has been finished. And next coming solve paper series, we will do work on Altigrade or UP TGT PGT previous year question papers, in which we will start with the question paper of 2011, I think so. And the another thing I need to deliver to you that कि हम जो यूजीसी नेट का जो सिलेबस कर रहे थे उसमें से नेक्स्ट क्लास जो मेरी होगी वो होगी आपकी फिलोसफीज पे, फिर उसके बाद फिलोसफी के हम टाइप ऑफ फिलोसफीज जो वो कवर करेंगे. Okay, the next coming class will be on the topic philosophy and the types of philosophy. After completion of the philosophy, we'll directly move to the recreation. Okay, so आप पिछले जितने भी क्लासेस हैं उनका रिवीजन करिए, उनको अच्छी तरह से तैयार करिए, क्योंकि बहुत जल्दी जो क्लासेस हो चुकी हैं उन पे बेस्ड क्वेश्चन आंसर सीरीज भी हम करेंगे बहुत जल्दी. तो आज की क्लास यहीं पर खत्म करते हैं. होली की आपको ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं. अच्छे से रहिए, मस्त रहिए, खूब एंजॉय कीजिए और केयरफुल रहिए कलर्स के बारे में. ओके, तो ढेर सारी शुभकामनाओं के साथ आज की क्लास यहीं खत्म करते हैं और मिलते हैं अगली क्लास में. तब तक के लिए नमस्ते.